Well, welcome in the kitchen. I'm Lynn, for those of you who are new. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're going to make a strawberry crunch cake. Y'all can hear Andy in the background, I know, but there's not much I can do. I try my best. But if y'all can overlook him and hang with me, we're going to make a strawberry crunch cake. If you've already hit that subscribe button, I so appreciate that. And if you haven't, if you could hit that subscribe button for me, it's greatly appreciated. And give me a thumbs up and leave me some comments. All right, with all that being said, let's make our cake. First of all, we need a strawberry cake mix. I'm going to tell y'all a story. I didn't have a strawberry cake mix the other day, and I thought I'll make this with them. I'll just make a cake. I've made cakes. I'll make a strawberry cake and put my fresh strawberries in it like I always do. Well, I'm here to tell you that was the worst cake. It was a beautiful cake. It was beautiful, but it had the worst flavor ever. So hence, to make a better cake, I'm going to use a strawberry cake mix. If y'all have made a fresh strawberry cake without a cake mix, leave me a recipe in the comments below so I'll know what's good. But here we go, strawberry cake mix. The directions on the back of the box say, I guess I need to turn the oven on. All right, preheating our oven to 350 degrees. We need 1 cup of water. Instead of water, I'm using pureed strawberries. I have done that before. Okay, there we go, right into that. And of course, to this mixture, I'm going to add a little more flavor and add us a teaspoon of vanilla. Drop the lid down in there. I'll have to wash that off. We need a 1/2 cup of oil. I'm using coconut oil. I always do when I make a cake. It just seems to make the texture better. If you don't have coconut oil, use whatever. And I have not quite a 1/2 cup. So I'm going to top it off with a little canola oil. Just a little bit's all I need. And right there we go. There's our 1/2 cup of oil. And instead of 3 eggs, I'm adding 4. There is 1. 2. 3. And 4 eggs. And I'm going to turn this on and we're going to mix this cake up. Put these dirty things in the sink. I've already got me 2 pans over here, 2 8 or 9 inch cake pans. I'm not sure what they are. And it doesn't say 8 or 9. Right there, ready to go. And we're going to bake it like it says right here. And it says to beat this at medium speed for 2 minutes. So we're going to beat it for 2 minutes at medium speed. And this says we will bake them anywhere from 23 to 28 minutes. So probably around 25 minutes is what it's going to be to get these baked. And while they're baking, I'll stick my head up here, I'm rinsing my hands off. While they are baking, we'll make our crunch topping for the top and we will make our buttercream icing. Okay, we're back. And it's beat for 2 minutes. And I cleaned up a few of those dishes while this was just swirling around here. All right. Get every little drop off the beater because, you know, we don't want to waste it. We don't want to waste it. No, we do not. We absolutely do not want to waste that. Okay. Get that back out of our way. get our cake pans right here. And I'm just going to try to guesstimate half and half. All right, I think that's about done it. And I saw where somebody said to take your cake and run it around the edges like that, and that will help it to rise. But I don't, mine's not even sticking. Didn't flour my pans, but that's okay. They will come out fine. I'm going to pop these in the oven now and let them bake around 25 minutes till a toothpick inserted in the middle comes out almost clean. If you leave a few crumbs, that just means that your cake is very moist, okay? So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, now let's make our crunch topping. This is super easy to do. In the food processor, I have 24 golden Oreos. You don't have to use Oreos. You can use any kind of a vanilla sandwich cookie. These are not double stuffed. They're just plain cookies. All right, so first of all, we're going to start by pulsing these and get these kind of broken up just a little bit. Okay, those are broken up just a little bit. Now then, we're going to add 2 cups of freeze-dried strawberries. Okay, I get these at Trader Joe's. I don't know where else you can get them. I don't know if you can get them in grocery stores. You possibly can, but you need freeze-dried strawberries. Maybe you have a freeze dryer or make your own. That's great too. Use those. And we're just going to keep pulsing it till this all comes together. See how pretty and red those berries are in there? We need to do one more thing to it and then it's done. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And I'm going to turn this on low and just drizzle this in. Just like this. All the way to the end. That's all there is to it, y'all. And that's our crunch coating for our cake. I'll get these things washed up here. I might as well just leave that right in there till we get ready to do our cake. And I'll be back when we get ready to make our frosting. All right, are y'all ready to make some frosting? In my mixer bowl, I have got 1 stick plus about 2 tablespoons of butter, softened. And I'm just going to start whipping it. And I'm going to try to measure all this for you all so you will know measurements because I don't normally do this. Okay, and I'm going to add powdered sugar, 10x sugar, confectioner sugar, whatever y'all want to call it, into this butter with a 1/4 cup measuring scoop, okay? Because you don't want to add too much at one time, because if you do, you've seen me do it before, it tends to go kapoof and flour is everywhere. I mean, flour or sugar goes everywhere. And I've got this on about medium speed. And I'm just going to keep adding this. All right, so here's 1 cup. There's 1 cup, okay? And it's mixing beautifully. So let's add another cup. Turned it down just a little bit. Y'all can probably see the sugar flying out at me. Ooh, see? There's a cup and a half. Turn it back up on 6. And just whip it. You just want to whip lots and lots of air in it so that it's a very light icing and not a real heavy one. I do not care for a real heavy frosting. Y'all know me, I could eat cake without frosting, but this one kind of needs the frosting to hold our crunch on. So I'm going to turn this down while I add this. This will be 1 3/4 cups. Y'all need to keep up with this because I will forget. Turn it back up and we'll let that one whip in real well. Oh, our cakes are going off. Let's check them and see if they're done. And they're done. And they were done in 23 minutes. So those are probably 9-inch pans. All right, this makes 2 cups, I believe. Or did that make 2 cups? I don't remember. All right. You add this one. We'll give it a good stir, and then I'll turn it up and beat it and beat it and beat it. In fact, let's get it all off the edges. Get it off the bottom and everywhere. Get it all pulled back into the middle. All right, there we go. I'm going to put us a tablespoon of vanilla in here. Or a teaspoon, I mean, not a tablespoon, a teaspoon. Now let's check it. Let's give it a taste here and see how we're doing. It's very good. But I'm going to put just a little drop of cream because I'm going to keep adding a little bit more sugar. That's about a tablespoon of cream right there. That's all, about a tablespoon. And that's making it whip up so much fluffier. Can y'all see down in there? I think you can. There's 2 1/4. Let's go for 2 1/2. There's 2½ cups of powdered sugar. And about another teaspoon of milk. That wasn't much, about a teaspoon. Or cream. I'm putting heavy whipping cream in there. This thing wants to run all over the counter. Now let's check it. Let's check it again. Let me rinse this spoon off. Give it a quick dry. Now then, let's see what the texture is. Y'all see that? Very creamy, very yummy, but I'm thinking we might not have quite enough icing. All that milk splashed up on my glasses. Swap them off there. So, I'm going to keep beating. Add a little bit more cream. Put it in there before we start beating it. Okay, that's about 2 tablespoons. Okay? And we're going to beat, and that puts all the air in it and whips that cream. Then we're going to add some sugar in it to stiffen it up. It's another 1/4 cup. And another 1/4 cup. Now let's turn it up. Let it whip and let's see what we've got this time. Now this is the way I make icing. I do not follow a recipe. And you whip it and whip it and whip it and whip it and whip it. And the longer you whip it, the creamier it's going to be. Turn the lights back on. Needs a little more sugar because it won't hold on our cake. It's very creamy. That's another ½ cup of sugar I'm putting in. Turn it on low for a minute. Now we're going to whip it some more. And I believe that'll be good, you all. Just like that. There's our vanilla buttercream icing. If you have strawberry extract, feel free to add strawberry flavor to it. All right, now then, I'm going to pop our cakes out of the pans over here, let them cool, slide this back, let it sit here till we're ready to use it. Put all this stuff away. And when our cakes are really nice and cool, probably a couple hours, it may be after supper, then I'll come in here and we'll decorate our cake, okay? So I'll see you all back in a little bit. Well, here we are again. Are y'all ready to put this cake together? I am. Here's our mic's working. All right, yeah, we're going. We're good. All right. Here's our cakes. They're completely cool. And here's our beautiful tray. This was a wedding gift so many odd years ago. I'm going to put just a tiny little bit of that in there, just like that, to make it stick. And I'm going to start with this cake right here. Just going to put it right there in that middle, just like that. All right, now then, since this is a strawberry cake, we've got some strawberry preserves I made the other night. And they're sealed up good and tight. So let's get this opened up. There we go. And let's get us a spoon. And we'll stir them up good. And we're going to put some of this right here in the middle of this cake. Oh, yum, yum, I know. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Maybe not. Now you can. I just put a couple of spoonfuls. I'm not going quite to the edge, but almost. Just like that with that strawberry jam. Look how pretty and red that is. Okay. Just like that. That's all we need. Now then, let's add this cake right here on the top. Now we're going to put our icing. We'll mix it up just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to get me a knife. I hope this is not going to slide now. I don't want you to slide. Matter of fact, I'm going to stick some. Couple of these in it. Just to make sure it doesn't slide apart. Oh, it was way too tall. All right. I'm going to break this up. I can't break a little piece off of that one. Where that jam is not real sticky, it's more slippery, your cake's going to want to slide. So we're going to stick those in there. Table knife. Yes, you can use fancy, schmancy. Cake decorating spatulas. And I've got some at the other house. Y'all, we've still not moved everything into this house. It's what happens when you move and you don't sell where you were, and you just kind of just leave everything till we have to do something with that other house. We're just kind of leaving it be for now. And then I just pull mine off and bring it down the sides. I know there's lots of ways to do it. See, I got a little bit of that, but that's okay, because we're going to cover all this up. With our crunch, y'all remember? We've got our crunch to put on it. Okay. Just bring it down the sides and around, just like so. Y'all, I could have made it a 3-tier or even a 4-tier cake, but there's just about 3 of us here, and we don't need that much cake. So we've just got ours a 2-tier, which is plenty big enough for us. So, and we just want to get it about like that, just on there. We used all of our icing. That's good. All right, here we go. Let's cover that up. That can go in the refrigerator. That'll be good with a biscuit on it. Here's our strawberry crunch. Oh, well, made a mess with that, but I did not want to stick my hand down in there with that sharp blade. No, I did not. Let me get this cleaned up. Some of it went on our cake, which is right where we wanted it. Okay. Now, y'all, I'm just going to take this and sprinkle it on the top right like this. Kind of push it down in there because you want it to stick. And we're going to pull it up. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I'll bring y'all down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pull it up, take it down, and then pull it right back up. Take it in my hand just like this. Just kind of push it up on that cake, and it'll stick into that icing. Y'all, I can't see what I'm doing. I hope y'all can. We will probably not use all this crunch topping, but that is just fine. We'll just put it in a Ziploc baggie and have it for something else along the way. Move rinse off my hands here. And I'm going to get a spoon and try to pull this up with a spoon. All right. Now then, y'all, I've made a mess. You all know that I can't do anything without making a mess. Of course, I've made a mess. That's all right. That's what we have dish rags for, to wipe things up. And I like to try to wipe as I go, Because if I don't, then I have a really big mess. All right, and I'll bring y'all back up here. All right, can y'all still see what we're doing here? Now then, I've got a little more icing. One of these beautiful big cupcake tips. And I'm going to go around here and put some pretty little flowery things. Right like this. I want that to stick. It's not wanting to stick to that crunch. It's wanting to come off. Just got to get one more. I think I can do it. I think I can. Just one more. All right. There we go. Now then, look at these big, beautiful strawberries. I'm just going to lay these right here in the middle because they are so big that there is no way that I can put them in that. What else do we need? Do we need to add some cookies? Let's add just a little bit of this to the tops of that. I don't think we need to do another thing. I think that cake is beautiful just like that. So yummy. All right, y'all, I've got us a piece cut here. Look at this. Doesn't that look delicious? Got your strawberry filling in the middle. This is a very good cake. A very good boxed, homemade strawberry cake. And like I said, we could have made it 3 or 4 layers by using another cake mix. But this little short cake's just perfect for my family. We don't need a whole lot of cake because it won't be eaten. But on the weekends, I try to do us something for dessert. So, y'all remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. And that'll be all for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.